this team is going to win the title this year.
They're going to give nothing to Miami. They're going to have to earn it.
They've had their share of playoff battles together. James with one of the easiest shots he's had. What a pass and an easy layup.
It's all the little things, all right? Composure and competition.
James nails the jumper. Blocked by James. Drives down to the basket, puts it in. Miami takes game one of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, game one was dominated by the Heat. Game two was an overtime classic. Hi, and welcome to NBA Tonight. Kevin Connors, Tim Legler. Boston promised a much more physical brand of basketball in game two. They delivered, and both teams delivered an outstanding game. Celtics Heat game two in Miami. Legs, the story of this game throughout was Rajon Rondo's exceptional play.
Well, you could tell he came into the game with an aggressive mindset, knowing the way the Heat were going to play him. He looked for his jump shot early, and he found it early.
Dwayne Wade struggled offensively early, but on the defensive end, Legs, what a play here.
A great play right there, and this sort of woke him up. He was very lethargic in the first half offensively, 2 points, but this block shot triggered a run by the Miami Heat at the end of the third quarter.
And then how's this D? LeBron sending one back, and then it triggers the fast break.
Yeah, this is the athletes at their best for the Miami Heat. LeBron James gets that block above the rim, and then Dwayne Wade to strengthen the open floor to finish this off with a three-point play.
Wade had 12 points in the third quarter. Heat led by 6 after 3. Fourth quarter, Celtics down 1. That's just a careless pass right there, and Rondo goes the other way. Celtics retook the lead 86-85. Over 2 minutes to go. How about the role players on Miami in this one?
They were great in this game. Mario Chalmers in particular, but there's Shane Battier knocks down a 3 with Paul Pierce right in his face.
Under a minute to go, Heat up by 2. This is Wade driving, draws some contact. What did you think?
Well, I thought it was a foul by Paul Pierce without question. I don't understand why you're crowding Dwayne Wade at 35 feet from the rim. That plays into his hands, and it's a huge play because on that play, Paul Pierce fouls out of the game.
He did. Wade would go 1 of 2. Heat led by 3. Ensuing possession for the Celtics, and Legs, they get it to the guy they want.
Absolutely. Dwayne Wade gambles, and it forced the Heat into scramble mode. The cut by Keon Dooling leads to the wide-open 3 by Ray Allen, knocks it down, ties the game.
Allen had 13 points. Heat get the rock back. How about the feed to LeBron? Driving, no. But the offensive rebound keeps it alive, ensures that the Celtics don't get the ball back. And then LeBron had a chance to win it. Off the mark right there. Had a good look, does not fall down, so we go to overtime. In OT, Heat down by 2. How about Wade's aggressiveness, Legs?
He took advantage right there of lazy Celtic defense getting back. He caught the ball, looked up, and realized he could turn the corner, gets to the rim for the dunk.
Rondo drills the long shot. They initially ruled it a 3. His foot was on the line, so it's a 2-pointer. Still a 2-point game, 2 minutes to go. LeBron wins the tip, and then the Heat work it down low. Haslam, no, but too much hype from LeBron. Tips it back up and in. Ties the game at 105. 1:30 to play. Celtics drive. A lot of contact there on the Rondo drive. No foul called. And then Miami goes the other way. Wade to LeBron and a great feed to Haslam.
Yeah, Rondo gets hit. He's late getting back because he's getting up off the floor. The Heat play 5-on-4 basketball and get the dunk out of it. And then Dwayne Wade again with the great upper body strength. This one could have gone either way, honestly. He sticks his leg out, hits Kevin Garnett, and kind of clears some space. He did get fouled, but that's a tough call. I've seen that called an offensive foul before in the playoffs this year. Dwayne Wade gets the benefit of that one and knocks down the shot.
Just like that, Heat led by 5. It was a 6-point game. Rondo drills a 3. He had 44 points. Actually cut it to a 1-possession game with 2.2 seconds to go. Paul Pierce had seen enough at that point. He went back to the locker room. But hang on, Dwayne Wade misses the first. 2.2 seconds to go. If he missed the second, Boston would have a chance. Instead, Wade buries the second free throw. And the fans in Miami can exhale. Despite a superhuman effort from Rajon Rondo, the Heat take game 2, 115-111 in overtime. They lead this best of 7 2 games to nothing. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists for LeBron James. He was 18 of 24 from the free throw line. 23 for Wade, 22 for Chalmers, 9 for Shane Battier. Rondo had 44, 10, and 8 in defeat. Eric Spoelstra and the Heat lead this series 2-0.
It just can't be any other way with this team, and it has to be the hard way. And it always seems to be that competitive when we play against this team, and tonight didn't let us down from that. One of the biggest keys we said coming into this series was to embrace the difficult, because it will be difficult.
It was grueling, exhausting. We put a lot of effort into coming back. Kind of like I said after the game, give us a lot of credit for doing that, but we should never dig so deep of a hole. But give them credit. They played very well early on. They was on the attack. Rondo was really on the attack. He played an unbelievable game. So we did what we had to do to get a win.
It was a battle, and after we never felt like we won the game or lost the game until, it was zeros on the clock, and we looked up there and it was 115 and 111, and we was able to, win this game, with so many ups and downs, but it was exciting to be a part of it and to win.
Well, we look next level at how the Heat finished inside late after going just 5 of 13 on shots from within 5 feet of the hoop in the first half. They attacked the basket, shot 11 of 15 from that range in the second half in overtime. That includes going 4 of 5 from within 5 feet in overtime when they put the Celtics away. And Legs, they lead this series 2-0. Celtics in a major hole, and on a night Rajon Rondo was extraordinary. We'll talk about him in just a minute. But if you're a Boston fan, this game was about missed opportunities.
You watch the film, and they're going to have some problems watching it, stomaching it, because they had opportunities to close the game out, and the Heat capitalized at every turn. This is the first opportunity for Boston. Up 5, transition, a wide-open look for Ray Allen. They go up 8 right there. I think it's a different outcome. They don't get that play. Here, you get this opportunity right here. Rondo with the drive and the layup. You're up 2. Now, the next possession, you get a shot right here, a little bank shot. Garnett missed it, but take a look at the lethargy getting back. They're trotting. Dwayne Wade right here at this point sees that he's got 4 defenders behind him at this point, basically. He catches the ball, turns the corner, gets to the rim. When Kevin Garnett misses that shot, you have to sprint back and force them to play against your half-court defense. Another opportunity here on the offensive rebound. Rondo has an opportunity to wrap up LeBron James, maybe send him to the line. Instead, LeBron, great job with the tip-in, big bucket. And then this one right here, Rondo gets smacked in the face, doesn't get the call. You can see in the replay, clearly Dwayne Wade hits him in the face, but he didn't get the call. Now, as a result of Rondo late getting back, you end up with 5-on-4 basketball. The Celtics are scrambling. A great pass by LeBron James leads to a dunk for Udonis Haslem. So any of those things go differently, Celtics might win the game, but they didn't do it, and you have to give the Heat credit because they did capitalize. Every chance the Boston Celtics opened the door for them, the Heat seemed to kick it in. But I know Doc Rivers is going to go back and watch it. Sometimes when you're coaching in the game, the heat of the moment, you forget all the little things. He's going to go back and look at that and realize how many opportunities they had to win this game and even the series up.
Celtics were even with the Heat on the boards. They shot almost 50% from the field, and they lose the game anyway. And Rajon Rondo, 44, 10, and 8. How about the last 4 instances that's happened? You look at the names on this list. Household names, McGrady, Barkley, and Clyde Drexler. The Celtics find themselves in an 0-2 hole.
He was absolutely phenomenal. Put the whole team at times on his shoulders. It's tough to have him play that way and not win the game, honestly. Because he did basically everything right. And, we had a lot of opportunities to win the game.
It's kind of relevant. We lost. As simple as that. Well, we're the next 2 at home. We had 2 tough losses on the road, but it's a 7-game series. We're playing very well at home as of late, so I'm looking forward to it. It was obvious, Really can't comment about that play in particular.
We all thought he got hit. I'll say it. I mean, we did, but what can you do about it?
Yeah, it's part of the game. Some things don't go your way. That was a big swing for us. I think we had the momentum. A lot of controversy out there. It just didn't go our way.
Rondo was referring to the play in overtime where it appeared, at least, Legs, he got hit on the head by Dwayne Wade. I mean, this is one of the incredible performances. I called it one of the great performances in Celtics playoff history, which covers a lot of ground, and you corrected me on that.
It's one of the great playoff performances we've ever seen. I mean, really, particularly out of a point guard position, and a guy that's a reluctant shooter. the kind of performance he put on shooting the basketball alone made it spectacular. And I loved his mindset at the start. He knows they're going to go under screens. He knows they're going to back off of him and give him space. And he knocked down jumper after jumper after jumper. And he put pressure on the Heat the entire game, made plays for other people with his ability to penetrate. His vision is always spectacular. You know he's going to find people. But really what set this performance apart was the way he was shooting the basketball. And it makes you scratch your head why Rajon Rondo doesn't look for his shot at times in the regular season, to the point when you watch the Celtics, it's frustrating for you as an analyst, as a fan, as someone in the Rondo family. Why doesn't he? I don't understand. He loses confidence at times, and I don't get it, because his stroke looks so pure at times. It comes off his fingertips so nicely. His form is good. He follows it. He stays with the shot. And when he gets his confidence rolling, he's a very good shooter. And you watch a guy like Tony Parker and the way he has developed his jump shot throughout the course of his career, something that Rondo needs to do more of to make the Celtics a better team and to take his game to another level.
Rondo played every second of game 2. You look at the other numbers, Pierce 43.5 minutes, Allen 43 minutes, Garnett 45 minutes. Fatigue could be an issue for the Celtics in game 3. Back on NBA Tonight, Kevin Connors, Tim Legler. On a night, Rajon Rondo scored 44 points, dished out 10 assists, and grabbed 8 rebounds. It wasn't enough. The Miami Heat, in overtime, take game 2 behind 34 from LeBron, 23 from Dwayne Wade, and 22 from Mario Chalmers. Rondo did all he could offensively in overtime, literally scored all 12 of the Celtics' points. The rest of the team went 0 for 3 from the field, did not shoot a free throw. Of course, they didn't have Paul Pierce available. He fouled out in regulation. Legs, based on what you saw in game 2, do the Celtics have a shot to win game 3 on their home floor?
Well, they certainly have a shot because they played them as tough as they did, and they're going home. But I don't think you can look at this game and say that's the blueprint for how you play against the Miami Heat, because you look at a spectacular shooting performance out of Rajon Rondo. Are you going to get that again at any game in this series, the way he shot the ball tonight? You don't know that. You can't count on it. I also think you're going to have to get more involvement out of your role players. Michael Pietrus or Brandon Bass, they have to make themselves involved in this game. You take a look at the rest of the roster outside the 4 big for the Celtics. Their entire roster took a total of 10 shots in the game. They're just not productive players, and they're not threats. They have to be guys that step up and help out, carry some of the burden with this team, and that didn't happen tonight. So there are some things they can certainly take solace in. I thought their energy was much better at the start. Defensively, they were better and more committed to sealing off the lane early in the game. But you got an absolutely, one of the all-time great playoff performances out of your point guard, and you still lost in overtime. So it could be difficult for them to get a win in this series. Obviously, game 3 is the one you have to get if this series is going to be interesting or not.
Celtics were leading after the first quarter. At the half, they also outscored the Heat in the fourth quarter and still lost the game. Kevin Connors, Tim Legler, time now for plays of the night. We begin in overtime. Legs, Heat down 2, and this is Dwayne Wade showing off the athleticism.
One of the big plays of the game. Down by 2, catches it on the wing, realizes no one's back, turns the corner, has a chance for the 3-point play, ties the game at 101.
Later in overtime, how about Wade absorbing the contact? This may have gone either way.
Got the call, definitely got hit. Great upper body strength to finish that play. Dwayne Wade with 2 huge plays in overtime.
And then in the third quarter, it's a little defense and a little offense. James starts it, Wade finishes it.
Once again, the common theme of the plays of the night, Dwayne Wade finishing it, getting to the rim after the great defensive play coming weak side from LeBron James.
Heat finish off the Celtics in overtime in game 2. They lead the series 2 games to 0.